Today's Daily Dose of Math is an example of a situation where in order to do a drawing, we have to find some missing measures. Here's the situation. I'm planning a set of two steps that are going to be made out of two similar boxes. I need to draw a scale diagram, and I know most of the dimensions, which are given here in green, but I can't complete my diagram until I figure out the missing width and length of the larger box. I do know the ratio of the areas between the two boxes is 16 to 25. One approach to this problem is to start with the volume of a right prism formula. We have enough information from the small box to fill that formula in. And when we do, we get a volume of 7,680 centimeters cubed. But now we need a ratio to work with. And the area ratio isn't right for this because the values we know are distances and volumes. So we have to square root the ratio of the areas and we get the ratio of the distances, which is going to be 4/5. But I'm working with volume. So I cube the 4/5 ratio and I get a volume ratio of 64/125. I can use that in a proportion with the volume of the smaller box, which I have plugged in, and solve for the volume of the larger box. I get a volume of 15,000 centimeters cubed. Then if I divide that by the height that I know from the larger box, I get an area of the base of 400 centimeters squared. I square root that, and I can see that the width and the length are both going to be 20 centimeters. This is a bit of a long process, but it's not the only way of finding out the missing width and length that you need for your drawing. Here's another way. We square root the ratio of the areas, and we get the 4:5 distance ratio, but we can express a 4:5 ratio as a 5:4 ratio if we prefer, and I prefer to do that this time. If I multiply that by 16, I get 20 centimeters, and that tells me the missing width and the missing length of the larger box. Same answer that I got from my earlier approach, but much fewer steps. What's important here is to realize that a student who understands the concepts of area, volume, and ratio that are taught in this geometry book is able to solve this problem either of these two ways. No matter what, we have found our missing width and length, and we're ready to go ahead and make the scale diagram that we're being asked for. That is today's Daily Dose of Math. Please like, subscribe, and share.